None of this has been easy. I know a lot of you, especially those of you who have Virgo placements, have been in the inbox, kind of, asking me for warnings and saying that you're also reaching out to other witches, astrologers, tarot readers, etc. for the what's next. When it comes to what we understand spiritually, sometimes we choose our words carefully because we don't ever want to be lumped in with the people that are not real tarot readers, that are not real astrologists. You see it all the time on social media, especially TikTok. There's a lot of fakes out there. There's a lot of people that are predicting things that are constantly wrong. And it has a lot to do with the fact that they just want you to click on their video. They just want to get likes. They just want to get engagement. But for somebody like me who, like I said, this is something that's in my bloodline. You know this by now. I take this very seriously and I take it to heart. So any sort of a message that I get for you, or anytime that I'm trying to warn you of something, I'm still going to choose my words carefully because I don't fearmonger whatsoever. Okay. If it's a one-on-one session and I see something comes up, I am going to tell you directly because you have paid me to do so. But when it's a collective reading or a collective message, I'm more careful because I don't want to freak out somebody that's more sensitive to what I might say, etc., if that makes any sense. So I'll just say what I've been saying all along. Be careful of who you are giving your energy to. Be careful of who you are allowing around you. I have said that all season, and I'm going to keep saying it because the energy that is currently around us as a collective all over the world is one that you could choose to allow to hurt you, or you can choose to transmute it. Now, when it comes to transmuting negative, angry, any sort of a low frequency, it can absolutely be used to your advantage. And anytime that you feel yourself getting upset or annoyed with media that you are consuming, I want you to log off. I want you to block that content. I want you to watch something that makes you feel better. I want you to stop those conversations. I want you to avoid people that just seem to constantly have something negative to say or that seem to really enjoy negativity. Okay. So you can choose to let them keep farming your energy, or you can start using theirs against them. Okay. Or actually for your favor. You don't have to use it against them. That's what I should have said. Okay. But starting off with Aries, because like I said, of course I started talking too much. Aries, what I see for you is, and I did take notes, but because I was writing so fast, sometimes my notes don't make sense, is that if your routine seems like it's just a little bit chaotic and like you threw it in a blender, the universe wants you to flip that upside down and really take on this Virgo energy of it's time to get my routines in order, whether that be your routine at work, your routine when it comes to the gym, your routine in life, your routine in your relationship. Even relationships have routines, and it's time for you to shake it up because it's been stagnant for way too long. Okay. And I want you to think about it like this. If you find yourself at 3 a.m. being like, I just feel stuck. The universe keeps asking you to remember that you're the main character for a reason. And I'm not saying that to be corny. I'm saying that you are the first of the zodiac signs for a reason. It is time for you to remember that. Okay. So you're a great leader when you want to be. So use that fiery energy to your advantage. Taurus, what I'm seeing for you is in your love life, I keep seeing confetti. And I don't know why. I don't know if this is something that's going to spark maybe on New Year's Eve. I don't know if it has to do with an upcoming birthday of yours. So that would be, in 2026. But I see that it has a lot to do with your love life. All right. You have stepped out of your comfort zone, or you're definitely about to, because eclipse season forces that, especially now that all of this is in Virgo. Virgos, we don't like when people don't take our advice because a lot of the time we're basing it on how critical we are of ourselves. And so from earth sign to earth sign, I'm saying to you that I know what I'm talking about. And I know that everything that you've been through in relationships means that the one that you are currently in, or the one that is coming, I'm definitely seeing this as one that is coming for a lot of Taurus. It's impactful in the best way. I see a lot of growth between the two of you. Okay. So moving on to Gemini. Gemini, it's time for a reality check. I'm gonna be honest with you. It is time. I don't know what's with you. I don't like the energy that I feel from you and what you've been giving to others, but it's not everybody else's fault. There is something going on in your life in particular that you're just not proud of. And I'm not saying it has to be dark. I'm not saying it has to be sinister, but I'm definitely picking up on there's an area of your life that you're not happy about. And somehow it's becoming everybody else's fault. And so I don't care if it's that you need to go to the gym more, or that you need to start journaling more, or that you need to start learning about EFT tapping, something, because there's something in your life that you feel is missing and it's no one else's fault but yours. Okay. Moving right on to, and I'm sorry, Gemini, if that sounded harsh, but I needed to tell you the truth. Cancer. Cancer, when it comes to your words, choose them wisely, because your words stick with people. You have this way of, if you say the wrong words, it is like you are drowning somebody. Okay. And your emotions do tend to drown everyone. And you know this as a water sign. Of the water signs, I would say that Cancer has the sharpest tongue, in my opinion, but it's not typically meant to hurt anybody. It is just like, I am using this to help you. This is where Cancer and Virgo, this is why I understand Cancer the way I do, and not just because my mother is a Cancer, but it's because it's something that I've witnessed many times in my life, where it's like, please choose your words carefully, because you actually have an impact on yourself with the words you use and on others. So use those words to your advantage, because what I see is the second that you have this moment of clarity and you say the right words, it is going to be this almost this instant quantum leap into the life that you've been wanting. Okay. So if that life means you are taking more vacations, or meeting the love of your life, or spending more time with the love of your life, that is what I see for you, so long as you choose the right words to do it with. Okay. Leo, what's going on with the finances, friend? What's going on? You got to chill out with the spending. Chill out with the spending. You're spending money on things that you don't need, that I immediately saw you spending money on something that for somebody else. And whenever I'm doing a collective like this, and I'm doing it for all the zodiac signs, instead of picturing a person, I will purposely only picture the sign of the zodiac I'm talking about. So I'm literally seeing a lion at this point. And I will pick up on a lot of energies at once. And what I picked up on is there's quite a few Leos that instead of dealing with their emotions, you are just buying things. Okay. So I want you to put down that purse. Okay. I want you to put those shoes back because you just bought some. I want you to use the things that you've already been buying. I want you to understand that people love you just because you're you. You don't have to buy anybody anything, especially things that they don't need and that they didn't ask for. You will always be the sun. So remember that. Virgo, obviously the spotlight is currently on us and we're a little bit uncomfortable with it. I'm going to speak for me as well as other Virgos. Now, we're not always uncomfortable in the spotlight. Look at Beyonce, Michael Jackson, Kobe Bryant, etc. But it's like we have this way about us where we only want to be on the stage when we say so. For instance, I talked about this the other day. Yes, there is a difference between Josie and Josie the Mustang. When I am talking to you as Josie the Mustang, that is one part of who I am. And so that one part of who we are, we're okay with, but we tend to be introverted in that everybody doesn't get to see that other side of us. And yet it's in the spotlight, every part of us. And that speaks to something in me as well. So Virgo, this is a prediction for me too, but it's time for us to accept that the versions of us that we're almost afraid to show, people really like and enjoy and want more of. You don't have to keep wearing that mask, Virgo. Okay. It's okay. And you don't have to keep pretending that it's always okay. Sometimes it's just not okay. And if it makes you feel better, because I'm going to speak to you Virgo to Virgo, there are times that I am extremely uncomfortable when it comes to my grief, because I think to myself, people won't get it anyway. They won't understand it or they won't care. But I'm learning that who gives a damn if they don't care? who gives a damn if they don't get it?